Hey guys, it's Walt here. Welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. In this episode, we're probably going to take on basically the Great Jaggi of the Tundra. But before we do that, I do want to talk about upgrading one of my hammers, which is the Fire Hammer, the Plume Flint, which came from Great Baggi. There are 3 upgrade paths here. One which continues the Great Baggi line. One that goes into like this weird flower line. It's a poison weapon. He uses Rathian part, so something I could consider. Or I could go with a Rathalos line, which we'll get to him eventually. But he's much further in the game, so it'll be a long time until we get to him. And unfortunately, that's the line I want to do, so anytime we fight anything with a fire weapon, it's gonna be a weak fire weapon because I'm holding out for the red bludgeon. I mean, I could consider the poison one, but I don't think I'll get it unless I can probably build it outright, which I don't believe I can. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, we're going to take on the Great Baggi, or, oops, I spoiled his name, but the Great Jaggi of the Tundra, the Great Baggi. Something I've always thought was kind of weird about the Tundra is how the snowy base camp is, like, not cold, but literally everywhere else is. Like, just remember, this place is not cold. It's just so warm you don't need anything special. But here? Oh no, this is cold. You have to have a hot drink. I just always thought that was a little silly. Makes sense, though, for balancing purposes to not require a hot drink there. Anyway, here's our guy, I believe. Truly a creepy monster that just, he like literally just puts people to sleep and just kind of like stands above them. What a creep. Anyway, Great Baggi is a bird wyvern just like Great Jaggi and Great Roggi. Sleep status, which is very, very unique in this series because there's hardly any monsters that actually inflict that. Sleep is pretty annoying status effect that I may have gone over, I can't remember. Where you basically have your movement reduced and eventually you fall over, sleeping like that monster over there. And then when you get hit, you take extra damage. It's pretty annoying. Oh. Okay, can I not be put to sleep multiple times? To cure sleep, you can take an energy drink if you don't fall asleep like I just... Oh. Okay, I got woken up to fall asleep again. Glorious. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Good job, Walt. Oh. And I guess it takes you a while to wake up, as you can see, that monster just now got up, and it takes a while. Anyway, Great Baggi is essentially Great Roggi, but instead of poison, sleep, and that's about all you need to know about him. He might be a bit faster than his poison brother, but he's honestly not hard at all. Honestly, he should have been before Lagambi in terms of like difficulty, but I guess Capcom decided to just like throw out Lagambi thinking it was easier or something, or this guy was hard. I honestly don't know what they were thinking with that decision, but it's alright. It's not like this guy is really used for that many parts. Sleep weapons are kind of iffy in general, just due to the nature of the sleep stats effect, since it's unpredictable and There's only one specific strategy that makes putting monsters to sleep really worthwhile, which is sleep bombing. Where basically when the monster falls asleep, you set up a bunch of barrel bombs at their head, and you blow it up for a lot of damage, because you do bonus damage on the first attack that wakes up the monster. And since all the bombs are kind of piled up, that's a lot of damage. Sleep bombing isn't really... I haven't noticed it being used too much here lately, but it is a strategy. A lot of people used it on a certain monster that's later, much later in this game, that can try just to get its horns broken. But other than that, it's kind of a niche strategy. It's good, but it's niche, and honestly, I don't really think of it too often. Of course, he just cries instead of giving me parts, but that's Monster Hunter for you. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. Sleep monsters in general, there are very few of. Like, I think it's actually probably, like, the rarest status effect out of, like, the main three, being poison, paralysis, and sleep. Like, I can name, like, maybe 3 monsters that actually, like, focus on sleep. And maybe 4 that inflict sleep. Or, no, 5. Either way, it's like, you know, in a series with hundreds of monsters, only 5 that can inflict a major status effect is, disappointing. And sure, there are monsters that do have weapons that have sleep on... Do you mind? That do have sleep on them, but they themselves do not inflict sleep, so I don't really count them as sleep status monsters. It's kind of annoying, but... Especially, like, the newer games, like, you know... There's, like, no actual sleep monsters in them. It's just... Oh, let's just... take this one feature of this one monster, and let's just say, like, oh, that's sleep, even though it's, like, nowhere near sleep. I'm keeping it vague just to avoid spoilers for those games, because... yeah. They're kind of endgame monsters. It's a little weird, but... I'm sorry! Oh, thank you. How kind of him. But, sleep as a status effect that's inflicted on you is pretty underutilized. I mean, this fight, it basically does nothing for the Great Baggi, since he has these minions that wake you up anyway, so it's like, what's even the point of putting me to sleep other than just to annoy me? You know what would be really annoying is if one of these little baggies just put me to sleep right now while I was carving their leader. I'd be pretty mad, honestly. Don't appreciate when small monsters kind of prevent you from moving. I don't know what's with my throat today. Probably need to, like, drink a ton of water. Kinda got home after a long day at college, and you know, haven't really been able to drink much since I had a chemistry lab today, which doesn't allow drinks. And a lot of the classes I had today basically required me to write the entire time, which doesn't allow for much time to drink. So, that's fun. Yeah, that's why my throat's just, like, needing to be, I don't know, cleared all the time. I was about to say, are we gonna get Great Baggi stuff? Because I just got 3 regular Baggi hides. It's like, come on, man, you're better than this. You're great, some may say. Anyway, there is a hot spring quest with 2 Great Baggi, so I'll be back with that in hand. So I'll see you guys in a moment. And of course, it's 2 of them, so this is gonna be fun. Oh wait, what do you want? Oh, congrats. Here's some new items that the other item shop already went over. Good job, game. Anyway, I believe this is the first multi-monster quest that we've been on, which is interesting. Um, multi-monster quests. I don't know if they're really better for getting materials. I mean, you do kill more monsters, but you know, is it worth the extra time? But on the positive side, with multi-monster quests, each individual monster has less health than they would in a single monster quest. So it doesn't mean a multi-monster quest with two of one monster isn't going to take twice as long as the quest with only one monster. The only reason why I'm unsure of like whether or not these are better is because you don't get any extra quest rewards, you only get extra carves. And maybe the quest rewards are different, so those may be better, those may give more rare items. Like it's really a quest by quest basis for that. We come back to just how sleep is underutilized. Honestly, I'm just wondering like when they'll actually add a monster that utilizes sleep to its full effect instead of like a intro monster like, well, I mean, this guy is technically an intro monster, I'd say. Like Great Baggi. Oh! Multi-monster quests! There's two of them. And I don't have dunk bombs. Don't hit me. Oh, I mean, that works. So this is some chaos. I don't know which one's which. So I'm gonna paintball one of them and go after that one. I do not have any dunk bombs, so I'm kind of forced to just fight the two at the same time. Which is going to be annoying. Very annoying. I will say one thing, if you are asleep, you want to try to avoid getting hit by his hip check move, since that will hurt the most. You do not want to get by that while asleep. It actually hurts. It's like this one thing that actually really hurts you. Also, don't get hit multiple times. That's bad too. Multi-monster fights like this are more manageable with more people, since you won't be the only target. However, since I'm the only target, I may have to leave the area to heal, which is unfortunate. I believe the one that I'm targeting is actually bigger than the other one. Oh no, I bounced off. This be nice. I mean, at least on the positive side, they're hurting each other, which monsters can do, by the way. It may not be much damage, but they can hurt each other. I've seen some monsters actually kill other monsters before. So, I guess it's like the only kind of benefit you'll get from doing something dumb like this, but I mean, let's say one of them's tired. It's actually really tempting to just go after the one that's exhausted, but I think it might be best just to take care of one of them before taking care of the other one. Because if you take care of one of them before the other one, you don't have to worry about a second monster coming up again. Thankfully, I think we're almost done with this first one, seeing as his paintball is blinking like he is capturable. Bruh, I was gonna attack him, you stupid baggy. Truly thrilling gameplay. I'm being so thrilled right now. Wake me up, wake me up. You know, if I were smart, I would have just used an energy drink. I keep forgetting those restore sleep. There's another side effect of energy drinks. It's a good side effect, don't worry. They also increase your stamina like a ration would. And they're my go-to item to actually, like, restore my stamina. Just because they take less time to eat than meat. Which I haven't cooked, but you know, I like energy drinks more anyway. Because they're faster and you can carry 10 of them. I think you can carry 10 me too, but I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Wake me up. I'm actually gonna go to area 1 so I could sharpen my hammer. Yeah. Sharpening hammers. Never gets old. It's kind of funny how some people actually complain about the series, like, why did I have to sharpen my hammer? And it's like, is that really a complaint? Like, I mean, it makes sense, like, why you'd complain about that, but at the same time, it's like, it's part of the balance of melee weapons. Like, how gunner weapons have ammo for, like, as a resource to fight a monster, well, melee weapons have sharpness. Do you mind while just stay over there. I won't hurt you yet. Okay. Something to note. While you're running away from a large monster, you will lose more stamina more quickly. This is the first instance where that actually comes up in this chaos. I just want this one to die so I can think straight. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. Do I dare try to carve him though? I want to, but I don't want to. Like, I want to carve him, but I don't want to get hit. If that makes any sense. Hopefully the second one will take less time, since I won't have to deal with 2 at once. I only have to deal with 1 at once. Hit me. Actually, that wasn't smart to get by that attack. That hurt quite a lot. I'm sorry. I like this guy, but at the same time, he can be annoying. And he's also insanely quick when enraged. Maybe that's why they put him in 4-star instead of 3-star. It's just how fast he is. Oh. And now I'm getting flashbacks to the ultimate Great Baggi. Because in that game, there were 3 ranks instead of 2. Where this game has low and high rank. That game had low rank, high rank, and then G rank, which was above high rank. Kind of move. And with G rank, you know, monsters get buffed even further. Sometimes get new moves and stuff. Great Baggi was cut some interesting stuff. Like, instead of being full of sleep stuff, it honestly felt like he was on crack. So he was like double the normal speed, which was insane. Also, let's not forget to carve this guy. Never know, might need his stuff. But he was insanely fast, and he would spit sleep sauce insanely quickly, and wasn't much he could do. Great Baggi was genuinely hard in that game. It's kind of funny how, like, the little raptor monster was actually hard. Because... is he even in here? Or did he go out a different exit? I think he went out a different exit. Probably went to 2 instead of 5. So I was like, I don't think Great Baggi even goes to 5. He kind of just stays around the 3, 2, 1, 7 kind of area. Hey man, how you doing? As you walk past me, hello? Do you not see me, bro? Yeah, you're not jumping back, man. Just gonna stand there and take a hammer to the head. The most annoying part about this fight, I know I've already said it, it's specifically the minions. This time. Most of the time. I believe him going to that tunnel means he's going to go to 7. I hate how the Great Raptors have their own little tunnels. Also, thank you, Baggi, for taking the shot from the other Baggi. It's always funnier when the little monsters accidentally hit each other instead of you. It's also nice because you're actually able to do the stuff you want to do. I'm wondering if he's sleeping over the corpse of his brother. That's actually pretty dark. But hey, at least it's cushioning. Oh no, he's not. He's very close to it though. Now I just hope none of the smaller baggies wake up this guy and let me wake him up. Of course my warming effect would wear off as I start to wake him up, but aw, they died together. How cute. Gotta carve this stuff up. That's not. You never know. Like, even from like weird monsters like Great Baggi, even if you're not going for a sleep weapon, you never know. You might need one of his hides for something. Also, something I don't think I've mentioned with this map is this right here is how you get 6 from 7. It's a little hidden, but that's how you do. Also, I should be mining, because I do actually need a lot of the icism ore here. And this is the only map you can get that from, so it's kind of a rare resource. Okay, Rest Shard, that's also a rare thing. I didn't know you could get one of those here. Learn something new every day, I suppose. I'll cover what that is here in a moment. I thought there was a gathering point there. I guess not, though. So for our reward for killing 2 of them, we get about the same amount of rewards. We did get a steel egg, which is sellable for 1,000 zenny. That's actually not bad. I'll take it. Now for the restaurant that we got, it's like one of those like talismans that we can get, except instead of talismans, we can get a weapon out of it. Sometimes it gives you like iron weapons or kind of like fossil weapons, but other times they can give you like rare and otherwise uncraftable weapons, which are pretty neat. So you can take the iron weapons, you can sell them for money, and those weapons do sell for quite a bit of money. So it's, you know, if you're not going to use the iron weapon, you can sell it. Definitely need that pocket change to just like do anything with equipment in this game. Anyway, time to change the color of a hot spring. Goodbye, my favorite color. Ooh, green. I also like green. Green used to be my favorite color. Let's see. Here's a hot spring ticket. And for some reason, I was thinking we were going to get another hot spring quest, but I guess I was mistaken. That happens sometimes. I'm often ill-informed. Ill-informed. I'm bad at English sometimes. Words do not roll off my tongue too well. Oh, I was about to end it off, but I remembered. I remembered to talk about the armor set. Ooh, good job. You didn't fall back into old habits. Even though it's been a while since I've recorded, because a lot of the past 3 episodes that were pre-recorded so far in advance, because I knew I wouldn't have time around, I guess now, when I'm recording this, just because a lot of papers due, a lot of exams, fun college stuff, and work. Baggy armor looks like the Great Jaggi armor, except it's blue instead of purple. I like the blue color scheme of it a lot, but however, skills on it are actually very similar to the Jaggi armor. Interestingly enough, I thought they were different, but I'm wrong. So it increases your attack and recovery speed just like the Jaggi set, but instead of giving you Capture Guru like the Jaggi set, it will give you Ice Attack plus 1 or 2, which increases the ice damage your ice weapons do. Be useful for that ice hammer that I have. However, I'm not going to go out of my way to farm it, even though it is better than what I have for the ice hammer anyway. Otherwise, I like Capture Guru as a skill, it's pretty useful, so I'm going to keep the Jaggi armor instead. And that'll do it for the Great Baggi in this episode of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. So next time we'll fight something else in 4-star, and I'll see you guys then.